What is going on, everybody? It's GS and welcome. We are back and better than ever, providing another Madden 13 online ranked match. Today's event, we are providing some Titans gameplay going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I still think this, even though with a whole bunch of downgrades from the beginning of the year, I still think the Steelers are one of the better teams in the game. Their defense is ferocious. Ben Roethlisberger is just as good as anybody in this game at times. Mike Wallace is an absolute monster. Like, he's a glitch in himself. You know, Plexico is just a huge target. Brown, Sanders, Miller, they got the whole 9 yards. They're definitely well equipped on offense. Defensively, them linebackers are vicious. They hit hard. Troy Malu is a ball hawk. But his very first drive, we end up forcing a punt, which is always good. You know, we can stop somebody on their first offensive possession. Definitely a big morale booster, knowing that we went ahead and stopped him, knowing that we have no idea what type of offense he's going to show. So stop somebody in the first possession is always a good thing. On offense, it's not too hard to figure out what it is you want to do with the Titans. You want to give the ball to Johnson. You want to give it to him as much as possible. And you want to try avoiding throwing to Lamar Woodley because he can catch the ball. And unfortunately, he's on the other team, and that's exactly what we do. We throw an interception, then it's only fitting that the very next play he hits us with the streak over the top where Brown gets himself inside the red zone. Then he hits us with a comeback route, and then he ends up scoring a touchdown. So now it's like, okay. We got to be careful. We got to be careful now. Jake Locker does have a big, strong arm, but we got to be careful. You know, we got to give the ball to Chris Johnson. We have to play the game through him and then be forced to pass if necessary. But when we are passing, he's still our number one option. Like, that speed is unmatched. So he is by far my target on every single play. Right here, we're standing in the pocket. We're looking. He's playing a little bit of his zone, but we end up rerouting the drag, and we find Washington, and he ended up scoring a touchdown. So now it's 7-7. Now we're feeling like, okay, maybe another defensive stand right here. Go ahead and take the lead. That is our first step in the Madden game. Step number 1, take the lead. Step number 2, build on that lead. Step number 3, get the hell out of here with your victory and go on to the next on to the next one. So right now, 2nd and 12 after the stop run, taking Infinity Engine. Right there, he throws, but he's hit as he throws, forcing an incomplete pass. So 3rd and long. He runs outside, trying to hit us with the screen, but we stopped that. So 4th and forever, he decides to go for it. Ballsy move right here, and we hit him as he throws. He doesn't even get the attempt off. So now we got great field position to go ahead and score, which should be rather easily. We try a screen to Johnson to get shut down quickly. 2nd and 11, we're looking. We try to reposition. Nobody's open. We try to dodge the QB spy. It doesn't happen. We end up fumbling, actually, and the big man actually gets a really good run. So now it's 3rd and 3. We're really close to a first down. We end up going to Johnson, and we end up just doing the FL screen, and we get ourselves the first down. Getting really close, and then we run. Now we're on the 1 yard line, so we end up, of course, on the QB sneak with Jake Locker, which unfortunately gets shut down. Then we decide to go for it, and now we're up after that touchdown conversion. So now it's 14-7. We're back on defense, and me getting a lead on the Steelers is definitely a great feeling. Not too many times I could go ahead and get leads. I struggle a lot with these big, powerful defensive teams such as the Ravens, the Niners, just these really overwhelmingly star-studded defenses. And the Steelers are one of them, especially because they have what it takes to counteract my offensive weapon. You know, running is going to be the strength for the Titans, and they have the linebackers and hit power to put an end to that. But right there, no soup for you. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody please give this man a link to my channel and just rather nicely let him know, hey, listen, buddy, I saw your game on YouTube. You decided to throw towards Mr. Golden Sports. You might have thought he had no users. You tested him and you failed. Here's a link to his channel. You should check it out. That way, next time if you ever play him, you are well knowledged that you don't test him, my man. He ends up hitting us deep with the streak, but he ends up being overthrown. So 3rd down, he ends up running the ball. Caught me off guard right there. First down. Good call by him. Now he's trying to move the ball a little bit. I feel like one more stop, we should be in good shape. Wide open over the middle. Kim Kardashian legs. They end up finding Heath Miller for a huge 41-yard gain. Ben Roethlisberger has a very powerful, strong arm. And just look at Sensible just catching that beautiful quack rubber ducky thrown right towards him. So we do the T-bow in the end zone. We don't want to take any chances. Out route right there. Whoop! We do a quick little out route to Britt, and then we end up getting a big gain right there. So back trying to run the ball. Definitely not easy against this defense. Can't stress that enough that, they have what it takes to counteract what it is I want to do on offense, which is run the ball. And that's why I kind of get a little iffy about playing great run defensive teams, especially if I'm going to try to run with a heavy running base team. So it's like, they definitely got what it takes to stop me, but it should be a challenge. Right there, Washington squeezes his way in, gets within the 5-yard line, end up going to CJ right there. We get stopped shy at the 1-yard line. So, of course, from this close, we try the QB sneak, and Jake Locker has already scored once knowing this. Fortunately, that time he doesn't. Next try, golden. We end up scoring a touchdown. So now it's 28-7. What can go wrong? Right now, we are in prime, and I mean prime position to go ahead and bring this victory home. All we got to do is remain focused on offense, keep doing what we're doing on defense, and this should be an easy victory. We're up not one, not two, but multiple, even two is technically multiple possessions. All we got to do is go ahead and keep it 2:20 right here. We're getting down close to the 2-minute warning. He's driving. He throws over towards the right. Overthrown. So now, with this type of much space, it should be a little bit more difficult to pass the ball. So we should hopefully make it more difficult for him to move the ball this close. As you saw previously, we dropped the interception, which is huge. 4th and 5, he decides to go for it. And he backs up. Looks like he should have been stopped in the backfield, but he breaks the tackle. Rage level 100 at that point. That should have been an easy, clear stop. He breaks the tackle. He gets the first down. I'm like, come on, EA. You really want to keep him in this game? Like, come on, man. That should have been a tackle. Then he ends up scoring on a couple plays, and now it is 14-28. 2 possession lead. We do get ball back at halftime. We have not all, but we have 2 timeouts. Definitely enough time to make something happen. All we got to do is just move the ball. Even if we're getting field goal range, we'll take any points we can get. So we try the screen to see if we can get Chris Johnson in some daylight. That's exactly what happens. Definitely gets a really big gain right there, almost to the 50-yard line. So at this point, it's like, we got to, pass the ball. Right there, we had him wide open. But Locker just put a little bit too much in that. Right here, we thought we might have had him on the drag. Just bad read by me. I didn't think he was just going to freaking Superman grab that. And we end up giving up a huge interception. We got him really close to the end zone. Now it's like, damn, we're up 14. We had the ball with an opportunity to go up 17 or 14 or 21, excuse me. Now it's just a big turnaround. He scores. Less than a minute left, and I'm like, damn, I'm going into halftime with only 1 score lead. I had not 1, not 2, but multiple. Even 2 means multiple possessions. And right now we're like, damn. But right open, look, oh my goodness, I just had Chris Johnson wide open over the top, but we don't see him. We end up running for a couple of yards. He played a lot of zone, which was real easy. When somebody plays zone, wheel routes from the backfield will get butt naked open the majority of the time. Right there, Britt thankfully holds on. 8 seconds left, just enough time to look downfield and find Chris Johnson wide open on the wheel route. So we go out of bounds with 3 seconds left, and we end up kicking a field goal. We go into halftime up 10 points, and we receive the pigskin. So now we're feeling good. I feel good. And I knew that I would now. I feel, what is it, nice? Like sugar and spice. I don't know if I messed that song up, but you guys know what I mean, man. Go ahead, listen to James Brown. Nice and sugary, nice and spicy. It's a classic. It's a classic. Right now we're standing in the pocket. We're looking, and look at that beautiful streak wide open, but overthrown by Jake Locker. Right now, we're like, come on, Locker, you gotta come through for us before the 17. So we're forced to give him back the ball, and now we're like, we're not feeling nice. Should I call this James Brown edition? I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to call this Madden 13 James Brown edition. We catch an interception over the top. He thought he was going to throw it, but guess what? No soup for you. And we get a big turnover right there. Right now, we got another chance to continue this offensive destruction. Well, is it destruction, or should I say defensive destruction? Anyways, we're going to continue this offensive biblicalness. My thought wheel runs to Chris Johnson wide open on the left. And we go up 17 points because I feel nice. Like sugar and spice. Every once in a while, you gotta dazzle a little bit on the commentary. Every once in a while, you gotta bust out the James Brown. Every once in a while, you can't just do normal commentaries every time. Every once in a while, I'm telling you, you just gotta bust out the James Brown and let it happen. Let's see if we can do a James Brown. Ben Roethlisberger, he goes on the read option. He breaks the tackle. He goes to the 50-yard line. And he's feeling so nice. And he throws deep up top, but it's overthrown. He should have known that he put a little bit too on that. Right there, he finds it open. I can't even keep that up even if I wanted to. This is crazy. If you guys never heard of James Brown, I know a lot of you guys are young. If you haven't heard James Brown, the guy is completely understandable. But right there, we get a big scoop and score, and we jumped over someone. And we scored another touchdown. So right now, I should make that a catchphrase. No, so for you. 45-21. We end up fast forwarding. We get another interception. That right there pretty much puts the game away. He ends up conceding. Yo, my ribs hurt from doing the James Brown. Caution to any of you guys out there. If you're going to do the James Brown, only do it in small increments. Doing too much James Brown will cause you to hurt your ribs. My ribs hurt a little bit. I don't know. I've been James Browning too much. But anyways, we get about 9 skill points. Ow. That's the end of the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, it's your boy GS signing out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Hold on. Let James Brown do this. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. The little birdie. Follow. Give it to me, baby.